this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
No.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings, everyone! Welcome to another episode of SeptumSin vs. the World. I'm SeptumSin.
Hi.
This is Kotobukijake. And we're here for a special birthday stream. Mainly because Dave sent me a package for my birthday, and I do appreciate it, Dave.
Okay.
And I would, and I felt like I should show it off, and then we'll get into a regular pickup. I don't even know what he sent me. But if it's pornographic, I'll have to, there was one joke I remember that they used to have going around Animazing where they talked about like dragon dildos. It was always like when they had the what's in the box, and there would always be at least 2 or 3 people saying, well, it's dragon dildo.
Oh, we had a great what's in the box moment at work last night. It wasn't that.
What? Darn it. One of these days, they're going to open one of those boxes, and it's really going to be that. But nobody will mention the joke, and therefore it will lose all significance.
Of course.
Alright. Ah!
Okay.
Oof.
Alright.
Alright, well, we got something big in here.
Yeah.
So we'll hold it back here, make sure that's it. That's it. It's going to be a big biggie.
Okay.
My sinuses are a bit strained lately, so. This looks like an arrow type thing.
Oh, wow.
Looks interesting.
Ah.
So what do we got here? We've got Magic, Myth, and Mutilation, the micro-budget cinema of Michael J. Murphy. Look at that. That is so cool. That's a brand new set.
Yeah.
Set 3,295 of 6,000.
Nice.
So let's see if I recognize any of these films. So we have here, gotta get my eyes in here, Tristan and Iseult. Actually, do I have, is there like a one that's a bigger name thing for all of them? No.
You can see the names on the side there.
Except it's covered by this, and I don't want to open it until I'm watching it. It's because I'm crazy like that.
It looks like there's a lot there.
Let's see here. Caddy and Ire something. Secrets. Almost a movie. The Cell. Probably not the one that,
Probably not.
Stay. Death in the Family. I've heard of Death in the Family, if it's that one. I don't know if it's that one. Isn't that a Hitchcock film? Invitation to Hell. The Last Night. Hualin. Tristan. Bloodstream. I've heard of Bloodstream. Death Run. Avalon. Torment. Moonchild. Atlantis. Second Sight. Road to Nowhere. The Rite of Spring. Tristan, but in a different font.
Yeah. There's a bunch of Tristan movies.
Roxy. Scave.
Scare, I think it is. Or
Scare.
Scare, maybe.
That's K-A. Looks like a V, but...
Is that a V?
Looks like a
I
V.
thought that was thinking of...
Vey.
Yeah.
Helper Elms.
Yes.
ZK3. Necros. And Return of Alan Strain. I didn't know he went away. But that's really cool. And these really are great looking packages here. I don't know if this is Arrow. It looks like Arrow, but it could be something different.
It looks like Arrow, but no, it says PH. I'm guessing that's the vendor.
Maybe.
But
Okay, it's Scare, as you said. It says an R.
okay.
So that's kind of cool. There's
see
a lot of
listed
stuff
down
here.
there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. I will say, I'm always interested in indie film, and this looks like an indie film master of some sort.
Well, it says micro budget, so yeah.
So this is really kind of cool. I will definitely look forward to this. It's Powerhouse Films. Oh, and then they were up here too. Well, shoot.
That would have been so much easier for you.
Yeah. So let's see, Baby and a Happy Ever After, not Baby. There we go. That's the one I missed.
Okay.
The name. Happy Ever After. So I look forward to that. I wonder if these are... Region B, or if they are all region, because this looks like a UK company.
Because it definitely looks like
18.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. Sometimes they'll leave them region free. I mean, I've got a region free player in here, so I mean, I can watch it regardless.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I like that. So, thank you a lot, Dave. We really appreciate it. Well, I do. I don't think... I could force Jake to watch it. I'm sure that he would really appreciate it. But, I'm sure that...
maybe some of them would be
maybe
alright.
he would. But it is going to be cool.
That cover doesn't grab me.
It is going to probably go up on this area of the shelf here somewhere on my big box set area. So the cover's going to always be facing out.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool. So, but I'm going to leave that one as a surprise. It won't be on the cover photo. My next one will be.
Okay.
But you know what? Let's just go ahead and have you start us off because,
So, and we're doing 10, right?
10.
Okay.
10.
So I should have the appropriate number. My first thing may be a placeholder because it's only 3 seasons, and frankly, I would eventually like to have the whole series. I think that there probably is a complete series collection. But a show that I have been meaning to watch. It got great buzz right up until its star became utterly disgraced and largely blackballed, and I think they limped through one final season before pulling the plug. Is one of the original Netflix shows to get a physical release, actually. And it's one I really, like I said, I need to see. And that is the Kevin Spacey starring House of Cards, which also stars Robin Wright, along with Kate Mara, Corey Stoll, and a handful of other people. But I managed to get a really good deal, like literally a couple bucks each, so I had to go for it. On season 1, 2, and 3, which is roughly half of the show, I think. And I really do want to see this eventually. Supposedly, Spacey's character is a complete asshole, so I probably won't be too upset with But it'll be very interesting to see. Like I said, one day I'll probably upgrade this to a complete series collection, but for now, it's a nice placeholder. Have you seen any of this at all?
Nope, I haven't.
Yeah.
I really have no desire to.
Ah.
I know it's good, but it does have him as one of the main leads, and
Supposedly Robin Wright is right there, and I think she takes over the series the final season.
So I was just doing some wandering on my birthday, after my birthday, with my mother. We were in Carytown, and I went to Jack's just for some fun. Found out Joe still owns it, and he's still alive, which is good.
Good deal.
Good to know.
Good on both counts, I guess.
They didn't really show up there much anymore. But I went ahead and I just looked, just looking for fun. And I do like board games. I don't get to play them as often as I'd like, but I do like it. One of these days, I just need to see if we can just get board game night, an actual board game night settled, once a month. Everybody get together for a board game night and just play one of these board games every night. We learn one and we just keep going until we find one we love. And this is one that looks like it would be fun. It was marked down to $11.99. It started with $14.99. I know this game did not go for $14.99 originally. And that is The Goonies. Never Say Die.
Nice.
Now, I think it's a pretty cool looking game. It's one of those that you have like somebody who runs the game and they have the map set up essentially. It's sort of like Hero Quest, it looks like, where you have a map set up with different traps and stuff, and then you play the Goonies and you go through keeping the,
Right.
trying to keep out the traps using every Goonies special abilities to like go forward. Some of them are very simple, like Chunk apparently has very little that he can do, but is very resilient. And but on the other hand, Data has like 1.5 million gadgets that he has that he can use. So that's kind of cool. And 2 to 5 players, so it's perfect for our little group. And I definitely am curious about this game. It looks fun. What do you think?
That sounds kind of interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I love the Goonies.
Yeah. Olivia.
Whether we'd ever be able to get it done or not, I don't know. But
Right.
it would be fun to run.
Right. So I've been doing a lot of trying to tidy up my corner of the house. Not as much as I should probably, but and also trying to reduce the size of my collection, streamline, that sort of thing. So I went through some stacks that had just been kind of collecting dust, and I've got a couple of those items here today. And one of them, it turns out, happened to be a movie that we just recently covered on Movies Galore that I had totally forgotten. I think this one probably is the one that gave it to me. And that is The Atomic Cafe. We discussed this a couple weeks ago on the channel, although I don't know when we'll actually be posting this video. Maybe it's longer.
Probably tomorrow if I can
okay.
get my butt up there to edit it.
But, so check out our discussion. We had a pretty good one. This is a documentary from the early 80s, but it's about the dawn of the nuclear age. And it is a excellent film that pissed me off.
Also an excellent quality for
because
that
film. One of the reasons I don't think it'll bother me that this stars Kevin Spacey is because of the opinion that I currently have of the American government and system. Movies like this underscore why I have those opinions. It is disturbing to think what our own government did to us and in our name when it came to the nuclear research, the bomb, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very interesting documentary, very worth checking out. Be prepared to be annoyed afterwards.
Does that have extras on it?
No, this is a pretty bare bones set.
Yeah, I upgraded to the Kino release, which has a bunch of extras. They have a lot of those military propaganda films, which they play this as films and clips for the most part. Yeah. There's very little that the author himself is directly saying.
Actually, I don't think there's any added narration.
Which is great, though. I think it's an amazing way of doing it, artistically just hitting it like that.
Basically, they went through at least 10 hours of footage and edited it down to, really, it's only an hour and a half. So they did a good job editing. But yeah, I think I'd forgotten Kino did this. I might need to look for it.
It's also one that I think anybody who is interested in our history should take a look at. I think that most people, well, maybe not all, but most people politically could probably get something out of that. Because, that is kind of a, you want to take my home. You want to take my home.
What the hell?
So I guess I'm going through these alphabetical because I went wild around the whole month of my birthday, which I've stopped at now, which now I gotta stench the flow of blood from the cash wound. which is going to be punctuated by the Stranger Things purchase when it finally comes through. But this is one upgrade I went ahead and I got.
Oh.
It's not a huge upgrade because the other one's a 3-pack as well, but I went from DVD to Blu-ray.
Okay.
It was $5 on the Prime sale.
Oh.
And I said $5 to upgrade the 3 Beverly Hills Cops movies up to Blu-ray. I doubt there's a lot extra on any of these that wasn't on the original Beverly Hills Cop DVD that I have. And I have some of these earmarked already on my wish list, which is why. And they're good movies. They're solid movies. I did not realize that the first movie is only Eddie Murphy. You don't get Judge Reinhold until I think movie. Actually, no. I think he does show up in the first movie, but later.
Was that first movie? Was that 1982? I feel like it was
1984.
84. No, I was wondering if it came out same year as September.
I keep thinking about the animated clip that they did in Clerks, the animated series, where we had Reinhold as the judge, and they're going around putting bananas in people's tailpipes. I'm just like, oh, I watched all 3 movies for the first time not long ago. This would have actually probably been one of those that I could have done for this month's thing, because people probably would say, what, you haven't watched those?
I've actually only seen the first one.
I've seen parts of the first one, but I never saw the full first one until recently.
And much like I was told this was funny, I was told The Beverly Hills Cop is one of the great comedies, and I did not think it was very funny.
It's an okay buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one's not really even a buddy cop movie. Yeah. It's more Eddie Murphy on his own. The other 2 are buddy cop movies with Reinhold and Eddie Murphy's character really going together.
Now, a lot of people acknowledge it as him flexing his dramatic muscle, but people call it a comedy, and I watch it, I'm like, I don't know.
Somewhat,
but
it has jokes.
Yeah. Oh, you got jokes.
Yeah.
So my next one, I don't know crap about this movie. I honestly don't even remember where I got it. If I got it from the friends, or if I bought it at what was I going to say, Dollar Tree or whatever. But given what pile it was in, I think it was a friend's pickup. But it's wrapped like it's brand new. So who knows? But it is a movie by Justine Bateman, Jason's sister, if I recall correctly, called Violet. Features Olivia Munn, Luke Bracey, and Justin Theroux. That's about all I know. I really know nothing about this. It could be good. It might not be. I grew up on Family Ties, which, if I recall correctly, Bateman starred in that. Haven't seen much else that she herself has done. Although I think she guested on Arrested Development. Mostly know her brother. But I'm always curious to see actors direct. So, might be worth a look.
Wasn't there a movie that we did for the Versus Awards also named Violet?
I think there was, yeah.
It was like an indie film.
And it was one that, we had this
pretty
one.
Good.
Yeah, but it, got a lot more presence in the awards than it should have, because they have one dedicated fan.
Yeah. Well, that's why we shut down the Versus Awards eventually, because we just did not have enough interest.
Yeah, unfortunately.
If I had a lot more time on my hands,
right,
or for some reason my channel actually pulled a profit,
hint,
I'd bring
wink,
back
wink,
the
nudge.
I'd bring back the Versus Awards. So let's look here. Now, this is a fairly new one. I didn't even know I bought this one, but apparently I did. Which is the newest Axe Grinder 7.
7?
Yes.
Jeez.
And it's Axe Grinder 7 New Blood. And apparently mine is signed by the director and I guess the lead actor. I mean, this is released by, you can probably get it on Makeflix. I did a review, and I haven't edited it yet because I took my birthday week off of all editing. And I would edit tonight, but I'll probably edit this video and that'll be all I edit tonight. So I'm probably going to be editing on Sundays for a while because I'm really going to push to get DV7 out. So a lot of my reviews and stuff are kind of taken there. But I'm trying to changing it to a movie spotlight feature where I'm just talking about a movie, about what's there, who would like this film, and none of the real negatives because... Again, there's too much negativity in the world. And maybe doing something that's mostly positive, not as in like relentlessly praising a film that doesn't deserve it, but you know, but like saying, okay, this is what it's about. These are the people that are actors who stuck out. And this is the group that I think really this is for. I think that would go, I think that's going to be a good concept. Now, this one sets up something that Sterling has been trying to sell to somebody. So if you're an aspiring director and you have a lot of money in your pocket for some reason, the rights to Camp Blood versus Axe Grinder are on sale. Essentially, they're both killer clown movies. One is more, well, they're both kind of supernatural. They both kind of pull from Friday the 13th. Axe Grinder tries to pull a little bit of Friday the 13th and combine it with Halloween. Whereas Camp Blood just is straight Friday the 13th, pretty much. But they're both people with clown masks that, you know, go kill people. And have supernatural powers to a degree. There was a lot of fun in this one for the most part. The kills were fun. It was okay. It's directed by Will Colazzo Jr. If you've seen his films, you pretty much know what to expect. Eventually there will be a review of this and you can see it for yourself. But it's kind of a cool cover. I like the cover. And, you know, as far as it goes, it'll go in the Axe Grinder box set and it'll probably stay there.
Okay. All right, my next up was also definitely a Friends of the Library pickup. We have, I have sort of a standing practice of, I don't have an extensive music collection in my DVD Blu-ray collection, like music videos, concert films, whatever. I don't go out of my way to build that collection extensively, but I like picking them up when I get really good deals or really good, you know. And when I see them at the Friends sale, you don't get a much better deal than that. Now, recently, I got a very nasty surprise when one that I did pick up, a concert film for Celtic Woman, decided to stop about 2/3 of the way through. Luckily, it stopped between songs. And I gave it to Mom because she enjoyed it, and it was like, yeah, she didn't care as much that it was a faulty disc. I did. I couldn't have that in my collection. But another concert film I picked up that hopefully, knock on wood, will play all the way through is this one here. It's called Elton John One Night Only, The Greatest Hits. And it is live at Madison Square Garden.
Oh my.
Over 2.5 hours of live performance at the legendary Madison Square Garden, including guest appearances by Anastasia, Bryan Adams, Mary J. Blige, Kiki D, Billy Joel, and Ronan Keating. And there's 27 tracks here, apparently. Funeral for a Friend, Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Someone Saved My Life Tonight, Little Genie, Philadelphia Freedom, Tiny Dancer, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Daniel, Rocket Man, Club at the End of the Street, Blue Eyes, I guess that's why they call it the Blues, The One, Don't Go On With You Like That, Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word, Sacrifice, Come Together, Your Song, Sad Songs, I'm Still Standing, Crocodile Rock, Saturday Night's Alright, The Bitch Is Back, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, and Don't Go Breaking My Heart. There's also a video, I Want Love video featuring Robert Downey Jr. Okay, so that sounds like a really cool collection. For a couple bucks, I couldn't pass it up. I definitely hope this one works.
Well,
Yeah.
over here, I've got one that is very fresh in our mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was an upgrade, but then I found out that I do not have it because I searched my database on my phone. I thought, well, maybe I skipped it because sometimes it doesn't scan or I've missed one.
Right.
I mean, when you got a collection this big, it's possible to miss a few occasionally, which I have. I mean, I found out that Evil Dead Rise, for instance, when I was looking that up because they were mentioning it on a Fangoria list, and I was like, I don't have it? I know I did have it. I realized I did.
One of the ones I'll be presenting, I accidentally bought a duplicate.
Oh, wow. And this one is one that, so instead of upgrading, I ended up getting it, which was relatively cheap. I got it for $10, which isn't terrible.
Not bad.
And that is a film called American History X. So this is a Edward Norton and Edward Furlong film. Now this is a film that is that had a very deep discussion.
This past week, check it out.
I saw a Go Woke or Go Broke meme on it, and I always wonder, how well did this do in theaters? Because this would be a fairly woke movie.
I feel like it did all right.
If you go by the definition of woke as it is. I mean, the definition of woke is technically the acknowledgement of racial discrimination by the system. But, you know, that's not the definition most people use. Because if that's the definition you use, when somebody calls something woke, you'd be looking confused and stuff. But there's nothing about that in this film. Now, this one you could say, though, is, in a way. But it's very dark. Not as dark as I thought it would be. But it was presented to me like it was like Sallow would be a lighthearted film comparatively.
Livia, be careful.
Which I guess Sallow is a lighthearted film in many ways. It's about a white supremacist who kind of sees the light and is trying to keep their brother from going down the same path. That's a simplistic view, and I'd never seen it. And I admit that
I could say it's a tale of two brothers.
As a film nerd, I don't care who you are. You probably need to see this, and I feel bad that I didn't. So you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess for those of you who are more on the right, would you consider this a woke film or an anti-woke film, or none of the above? I don't even know what it is to say something is woke these days. So, you know, I am curious on that end. But still an excellent film by any means. I did, enjoy it's probably not the right word, but I thought it was a well done film, and I probably will watch it again eventually. But I have a couple of films to watch in the collection,
and you just got a couple more.
Actually, what's weird is, though I haven't watched... Well, actually, I've watched this version of these two, and I haven't watched the version of this, but at least I can say I've watched all three of these. So far, it's a clean sweep of I've watched everything that I've picked up so far, except with the birthday thing that Dave has got me.
It was kind of gratifying for me for American History X because I was the only one in the group that had seen it already, but we had a good discussion.
Yeah, it would take a lot on that end. So,
but that was his choice for you haven't seen that yet?
Yeah, I was the only one who actually asked people, would this look strange if I hadn't seen it yet?
Well, again, you forced my hand on that. But anyway, and in fairness, I picked one that was on your list. So. Well,
yeah, I'm talking about only one choice. For this month.
Yes. Anyway, next up, another one I pulled, I think, from the library. This is a show I've heard good things about. Like many, I think it's an HBO series. HBO does put out nice sets. Like, as much problem as I have with HBO as a company, I will admit they have put out some nice sets that I don't mind having in the collection. This one I'm pretty sure is actually like a 2 or 3 season show, maybe longer. So I may eventually have to get a complete collection. But I saw season 1 offered and I had to pick it up. And that's a show called The Newsroom, which stars Jeff Daniels, and it is from Aaron Sorkin. And it, who else is in this? You got Emily Mortimer, Allison Pill, Dev Patel's in there, another Olivia Munn program. It's Sam Waterston. I've heard good things about this. It's a pretty nice set. It was really cheap, so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. It's essentially a placeholder, and hopefully I'll get around to watching it and finally get to see a little bit of what the buzz is about.
I heard a lot of big things about it, but I've never seen it.
I think it won a bunch of awards, too.
Did
but
it?
Anyway, there you go.
Alright, this one's interesting because I have a really cool... I need to show that off real quick because I think I've got my A's right here anyway. Let's see here. Okay. This one has a really... Oh, it's not as nice as I thought it was. But it has like a... It has an embossed.
Yeah.
And this is American Gangsters 4K, so it's not that big a downgrade. It's not like my Scarface one. My Scarface is a very, very good version DVD one, which is hard to downgrade. But this one, this is a really good film. This is American Gangster is another one of those gangland movies, and it is very well done. It's one I haven't watched in years, and I need to watch it again. It was like Denzel Washington, of course, Russell Crowe, directed by Ridley Scott. I mean, you've got some amazing pedigree here.
Isn't that the one that Ruby Dee got an Oscar nod for like 6 or 7 minutes of screen time?
I don't know, but
she plays his mother, I think.
Possibly, but this was, again, it was an amazing movie, and I don't remember hearing a lot of fanfare about it. I think it came a little bit, it had some Oscar fanfare and then disappeared. But it was a really good film. If you like good gang films about kind of that transition from the mob to street gang violence, it goes pretty well here. I mean, I want to say...
And is it Chris Tucker that was actually in that I was kind of like, it's actually not bad? Or
I don't know if Chris Tucker is in it. I know Richie Roberts is in it. I know Richie Roberts. That's the character name.
It's either Chris Tucker or Cuba Gooding Jr., I think.
Cuba Gooding Jr. can act if you put the right director in front of him.
Yeah.
I almost met him at that Comic-Con that we were at. Because they was at GalaxyCon, wasn't he? Was it Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
No, it wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr. It was somebody else. No. But yeah, it was interesting. This is a good movie, well acted. I mean, Denzel Washington is good at most things, acting-wise. And Russell Crowe can act, and he's shown it. I don't think Gladiator was the best choice of acting for him, but yeah, I'm in the minority in that one.
No. I would say he was nominated 3 years in a row.
Fucking round the world.
He was nominated 3 years in a row for Best Actor, and I will say he won for the least impressive of the three.
But he was good in this one.
Yes.
And it's one I need to watch again because I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember watching it with lower expectations and then being not super blown away, or else I'd remember it more. But I remember strongly liking it, which that's a good sign.
Yeah. So my next one is almost certainly a placeholder, and I have it primarily because he got rid of it when he upgraded. And I would like to upgrade this myself eventually.
That's expensive.
But it's a big part of my childhood, and I feel like I needed to have it at least as a placeholder. And that is Pee-wee's Playhouse. Got set 1 and 2. You know, Paul Rubin's program from the early 90s, I believe. I feel like certainly that's when I watched it. Okay, on the back here it says 88, 89, 90. So late 80s to the start of the 90s. It was silly as hell. I remember that. It's been years since I've seen this. I don't even know what I'll make of it when I watch it again. But like I said, big part of my childhood, and I feel like I should have it in the collection. I'll probably eventually get a smaller, slimmer version, but for now, Worth having.
Huh. I might have to. Thinking about the 80s and that because we're going to have 80s month for August. Yeah. I might have to put in Dr. Otto and the Balloon Beam.
Ooh.
I mean, it is technically the first movie appearance of Ernest.
We've already covered his 2 80s movies, haven't we?
Well, we covered Go to Camp and Saves Christmas.
Yeah, so we've already covered. Because didn't Ernest Goes to Jail win that 1990?
But we haven't done the family album, which technically is.
Okay.
Technically.
I don't even know that one, actually.
It's his technical first film, but it's more of a clip show, so...
Okay.
But yeah, I mean... Yeah, 80s is interesting because it's a great time there. I think it's a great one that most people share on. I like Pee-wee's Playhouse growing up. I watched it a lot.
Have we covered Pee-wee's Big Adventure on the channel?
I don't think we have, no.
Because that could be an option too.
And it is interesting. I watched that documentary and it was kind of sad how much people scapegoated him. Basically, the main reason why he really pulled a lot of the stuff he was because he was a gay actor in Hollywood. And he basically showed why he needed to hide that fact. So it's kind of sad. I mean, even like the child porn charges, all that stuff, which I thought, oh, well, that's what happened. No, it wasn't. It was just gay magazines of adult men. Not my taste of magazines, but I don't think illegal.
Well, in some states.
In some states. But yeah, well, I guess it's my turn, so I guess I'll go ahead and I'll pull out this one, which I don't know what this is yet. Okay. I got this because there's another one that's going to be coming up on here, and I didn't know I had it. I didn't know it was out, and we've covered all the other movies in that series, and we're going to be covering that one as well this Halloween. But there's a holiday one that was done in the same group, and I like supporting indie film when I can. And so I went ahead and I got something called A Cadaver Christmas. It's not your average zombie film. I don't know much about it. Prepare yourself for a festive holiday-themed zombie comedy unlike any other. A cross between It's a Wonderful Life, Night of the Living Dead, A Cadaver Christmas is... Okay. A Cadaver Christmas tells you the story of an unlikely band of heroes charged with the task of saving the world from an army of living corpses that are quickly recruiting new members. The dead have been given the gift of life this Christmas, and it's up to the university janitor to take it back. It's directed by Zoe Zarul. I wonder if she's the one who did that movie. That was another one that had a Christmas vibe to it. Katie was really big on that one, and it was actually pretty good. She was so pretty, and she was so pretty too, which was interesting because I actually got to briefly talk with the director and have a good exchange because not the director, the main actor who played the killer, and it was a nice exchange. He may even be Facebook friends with me because that was actually a really good killer movie. So I'm very curious about this. I'll have to look it up after this because the thing I used to look it up with is being used to film this. Okay. So, but looks like fun. Probably gonna watch it this holiday season. Okay. It is a Christmas movie after all.
Very good. All right. My next one is centered on a different holiday, not Christmas, but Rex Manning Day. And it's a movie that I've had forever on DVD, and I love the movie. And I finally upgraded to Blu-ray recently, but I ordered it with like 3 other things, and they arrived right away. And for some reason, this took like 3 weeks to ship. I have no idea why, but it's a classic 90s film, Empire Records.
Very good upgrade.
Which has got a really good, you've got Maxwell Caulfield as Rex Manning. Anthony LaPaglia leads a cast of crazies with Debbie Mazur. Rory Cochrane, Johnny Whitworth, Robin Tunney, Renee Zellweger, and Liv Tyler. It is a movie that actually is the movie, even though I'm from Richmond, this movie was my introduction to Gwar. Because Ethan Embry's character is really into the band. It's a fun movie. It's a really fun movie. Pretty good soundtrack. It does have a couple of the great one-liners. Apparently this collection includes some music videos, which is kind of cool. Really, like you said, good upgrade. I had a bare bones DVD flipper.
Yeah.
This was definitely an upgrade for that.
See, I upgraded to the bare bones Blu-ray from my flipper back in the day, but it was like one of those I got from a used place that was like $1 when I was like, yeah, I'm upgrading. Mm-hmm. This one is, I think, a new one. Let's see. Yes, it is. So, for a while, Jacob and I had been covering these every year for our Horrorween spectaculars. Or spooktacular, as many like to say it.
Okay.
So we're going to have to do it again. Because I didn't realize there was a fourth one. And I was able to buy it with the slipcover, because I love the slipcover art.
Yeah.
And 1031 Part 4. I love these anthology films. They are indie anthologies. They're fairly low-budget ones. But they are low-budget with a fairly decent twist as far as their production value. And I've enjoyed most of them. I mean, they're not the greatest films in the world, but they're fun watches. I supported all the ones except for this one because I didn't even know it was out. But I supported the first 3 on the original Kickstarters.
Okay.
I love seeing some of these things, and again, I love the covers. Old school, like horror magazine, which is funny because I've never actually had or collected the old horror comics. I'm nostalgic for something that I never had that was way before my time.
Right.
But I am very curious how it's going to be. And Jake and I will have to watch it this Halloween to find out. And then we're going to get in our Horrorween episode this year. It's probably going to only be one, but we're going to have that one. Actually, I have a few things planned.
One of the shorts is called Shotgun Hooker.
See, right there. See, it's already got you interested just with the one title right there.
It's like Hobo with a shotgun, but better.
It can't look away. It's there. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting watch. I mean, all of them at least had one that I liked. Yeah. And I'm going to have to rewatch all of them eventually.
I don't remember which ones did I see all of them?
You've seen all 3.
Okay.
Because we've talked about all 3 together.
I think I have one of them. Maybe. It'd be nice to get the collection.
Yep, all of them are available on their website. Okay. Which is, let's see if I got it here. It's just Scream Team Releasing. Okay. So you go to Scream Team Releasing, you can get this one and all the others. Okay. And there, you can even buy, I think most of them still come with their slipcovers, if you like that sort of thing.
Okay. So, as far as packaging goes, like I said, this is a hell of an upgrade just because of the packaging. Although, I do like the original cover, which they show a picture on the back. So it's a different cover. It's kind of annoying. One that I love the look of the DVD, but I am trying to save space. And it's one that he presented, I think, just a couple of videos ago. So I was a little bit jelly of it. And I'm like, okay, this was on the Prime Day sale. So I grabbed it.
Okay, that one.
And that is the Steelbook of Amélie, the Jean-Pierre Jeunet film that, if I recall correctly, I think is still the highest grossing French film ever released, or at least it's up there. Certainly one of the most popular French films. Audrey Tautou in the main character role, Mathieu Kassovitz, Rufus, Laurel Carvolta, some other folks. Dominique Pignon seems to be in a lot of Jeunet's films. Absolutely phenomenal soundtrack by Jan Tiersen. I have the soundtrack and I have played it many times. Really, really great music. This is a nice set. It's really nice. It does have some bonus features. I feel like the original one I had probably had more bonus features. I did like it. It had a really pretty green slipcover, and it was really nice, but this will take up less space, and it still looks really good. So,
Well, this next one, I don't even know what I'm showing really because of this, but I think I know what these two are. So this next one is a reduction for my collection, and it also upgrades from DVD to Blu-ray.
Okay.
It's a double feature, which is Funny Farm and Spies Like Us.
Oh.
I did not realize. I thought I had Spies Like Us in another collection, but apparently I don't. And I have Funny Farm in a very bare bones DVD release. Now this isn't much better.
Yeah.
But it's a Blu-ray.
It's something.
And it does have both of them on the same Blu-ray, so I don't know how much high definition it is. But Funny Farm is one of my favorite Chevy Chase films. It's just hilarious. They move, him and his wife, they move out to the country, and they want this place called Redbud in order to try and, live the life there. He's going to write his novel because somebody gave him a $10,000 advance, which back then that would be crazy.
There's someone will give me a $10,000 advance.
From a sports writer at that.
Yeah.
And it's you got all these quirky characters that, small town life pulls up, and I could relate to it. But it's also kind of a weird flip because it's a Dickensian style town, but with more realistic people occupying that town. And one of the funniest parts of it is when you get to the Christmas time and they're trying to sell the house and they get all the people on board to act like the Dickensian group. And they're all trying to be seen to get that extra bonus. I found it hilarious. Spies Like Us I've never seen, but Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Chevy Chase is an asshole.
Yeah.
Let's not mince words on that. But he is funny. Especially a lot of his early work was funny. But even his later work he's been known for has been funny. So he's a talented asshole. And admittedly, even though he's done some really asshole-ish things, he hasn't done nightmarishly asshole-ish things like, say, I don't know, Kevin Spacey. But he's not one that I could say that I like him as a person, but I can definitely put the art over the artist on that. And then, of course, Dan Aykroyd I've heard is one of the nicer guys out there. And that's pretty cool as well. So having Spies Like Us added to the collection and upgrading Funny Farm, it's a win-win right there.
Weirdly enough, I've never seen Spies Like Us either. And I don't think I have Funny Farm, so that would be a good collection.
That is an 80s one, I believe.
Yeah?
Both of them are 80s ones, by the way.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah, I would say most people would probably agree Chase was probably at his peak in the 80s. So, my next one, I generally don't do much with Amazon. Bezos doesn't need my help. Doesn't deserve it. But I always miss Prime Day altogether, and this time around I wanted to make sure I got something. So I got paid I think on the last day. And they probably, I don't even think Beverly Hills Cop was still one of the deals. But so I picked this one up. I picked up one item I haven't received yet. But the third item, this is a major space saver, as well as a format upgrade. I mean, it's from DVD to Blu-ray, but this is much more concise, smaller than the original release I had. And that is Monty Python's Flying Circus. Very classic bit of early 70s, late 60s. No, did it start in the 60s? Well,
I mean,
yeah, thereabouts.
Do Not Turn Off This TV Set or something like that was where they started, which was in the 60s.
So it might have been the 71, 72 that this one got going. But it is the complete series, fully restored in HD, as they say. This, of course, is the origin of many brilliant sketches. You got the dead parrot sketch that we all love so much, and the just stop that, silly, appropriate for this moment. And talking about talented assholes, most of these guys were assholes, but God, they were talented. They are very, 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 very gifted comedians. Worked beautifully off of each other. Not all the gags hit, but the ones that hit, some of them are true classics. And the collection that I had, which was much, much smaller than the original DVD set he had, was still about 4 times this size, maybe bigger. So this is a big space saver. And I had to jump on it. It wasn't that expensive either.
It was bigger than this.
It was, yeah. So I was really happy. I ordered it expecting it a space saver. I had no idea how much it would be. So I was very happy when I got back.
Well, this one unfortunately is not a space saver. It's a space adder.
Yeah.
And it's a DVD for movie one. But I was looking, and I was looking for this film because I was watching Funny Farm with Kim not long ago because I was wanting to revisit it. I was thinking about this because Kim keeps talking about this movie, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can find it on its own. And no, the only way I can buy it is in one of these 4-packs, and that is the Richard Pryor movie Moving, which apparently is another hilarious one. I have not seen any of these 4, so I ended up getting a 4 Richard Pryor collection. Now on it, of course, we have Greased Lightning, The Mac, which and Uptown Saturday Night, which also has Sidney, which I'm guessing he is not the star liner on this one because the ones who got the billing are Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. Another one that's kind of there, and Harry Harry Belafonte.
I don't think I've seen any of those either.
I've heard of, out of all of these, the one that I've heard of the most is Uptown Saturday Night.
Okay.
I've heard of Grease Lightning, and I've heard of Moving only because of Kim.
Yeah.
I've never heard of The Mac.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of that one, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
So, I've heard of these, but I haven't seen a single one. And I like Richard Pryor's comedy. His raunchy onstage persona to some of his more family-friendly kind of bumbling comedy persona. He was an amazing verbal with all of his kind of really nasty. He was one of the pioneers of that. Learning from Red Fox, but moving forward from that. Him, George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, all of them in that like shock comedy, cursing, all of that sort of thing. In a way, Bill Cosby was in that group too, but he really cleaned up his act when he went in.
So we thought.
There. So we thought, anyway. But he went kind of family friendly, but a lot of his comedies are still amazing because he showed a knack for amazing physical comedy as well. And his pairings with Gene Wilder are some of my favorite comedies to this day. Which also, some of those could be on that list today. There's so many.
Actually, I think See No Evil, Hear No Evil was 89, I think.
Yeah, there's so many films that could be on that list. It's just...
Was Silver Streak 80s or 70s?
I don't know. It's another one I gotta get watched. But kind of cool to have it. Like I say, I'm gonna one day get an excuse to sit down and watch these.
I could do Brewster's Millions for that theme. That
could.
would be a good, because that was mid 80s. Yeah. Okay. So my last one, definitely not a space saver.
Okay.
This is a very, very, very large series. I've already presented pieces of it, and I'm still working on assembling pieces of it.
You need to get it all in one.
I'm currently working on... I'm currently watching Volume 7 of One Piece. I'm making my way through it. But I'm still working on trying to assemble the whole thing so that hopefully as I progress, I can watch my copies. And today I will be presenting Volume 18. Volume 22.
You remember back when you were doing the Urusei Yatsura
23.
piecemeal like this?
26. That's the one I accidentally bought twice. 31. 32. 33. And 36. So that's a good chunk of the series right there, but obviously nowhere near all of it.
One thing I don't get is why certain ones of those are out of print.
Right.
It doesn't make
Set
sense.
12. Set 12 is out of print and hard to get. And I'm pissed because I want that. I think it's 12, 14.
I think it's
maybe 15. But you could see here, I think it was around 26 or like 26. This is all DVD only. Somewhere around 27 or 28 is where they started doing DVD Blu-ray combo packs.
which got thicker.
Which got bigger.
Why not just drop the DVD and just
I don't know.
because Funimation or
yeah.
Crunchyroll dropped the DVD for everything else, but not for that.
Yeah.
But
So it's annoying.
it's 39 volumes out right now.
Yeah.
Of these are the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the people who started collecting it? Because I'm not going to count the ones who collected in the single volumes that were only 3 episodes a volume, because those did come out at the beginning, but they stopped making
But
those.
they have the Voyage.
But they're still doing the Voyage ones, which if you're doing that, you can't. They do have more. They're further along in the story than these, but they're only like 10 or 12 episodes per.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, how thick is that collection?
Right.
Oh my gosh. It'd be out over to here on mine.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but one day I will get back to watching it again. But I have to start over at the beginning because there's a lot of it I've forgotten.
Yeah. Like I
And
said, I'm on number 7, which is the Scapia arc. So yeah, it's good times.
I'm just, I just don't like Luffy. That's the problem. Though I like him in the live action. He becomes a much more likable character there. I don't know why.
Partly because he's less childish, I think.
He's a little less childish and a lot more. He feels. There's almost a meanness about Luffy in the anime.
Sometimes.
He's still good at base level, but there's almost a meanness to him in the anime, along with his stupidity. There's none. He's like the One Piece Luffy. There is like a Cocker Spaniel. He's that he's that nice. So he's just stupid. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up with a not so I guess stupid thing because it's a documentary. And this is one I got when I did the halfway to Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome. And that is a Fat Wreck. This is the slip for it. Now, I'm sure that the cover probably gives you some hints as to what it's about.
Documentary.
There we go. I guess that really depends. You were not as big into punk rock as I was, and for me, a lot of it in the late '90s to early 2000s, I was heavy into punk rock. Matter of fact, some of the few times that I took breaks from college at grad school was to go see people play, but I was also high off my butt during those times, not on drugs, but on just caffeine and not sleeping at all. Because I didn't sleep most of those years.
I wish I could go back to that.
And Fat Mike, which I probably should give you some clue, who did Fat Records, which was known for some of the bigger punk rock groups of that age. Well, No Effects, I think you know that one.
I know the name at least.
Let's see here. And I've seen a number of them, and I've talked with people about Fat Mike. A friend of the channel, I'm Evan Jacobs probably knows Fat Mike. If not, I know he's heard of him. So, you know, I know you're probably not seeing this, but if you do see it, you should get this documentary. Matter of fact, I can't take a picture of it because the camera's there, but I will have to send him a picture of this and say, hey, this might be something up your alleyway because of that. But it was such a big part of my time in my late teens and early 20s that I had to add it to the collection. There's another documentary that is in that line too. There's a couple of those. Like there's one that I have that I think I've shown on this already about the Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and that was a huge part of my early 20s, late teens.
Okay.
And you know, those are the years that really kind of impact upon us mentally. Whereas your first 18 years are you getting your basics together personality-wise. They are the basics. But it is 18 to 25 where you refine who you are. And this is something coming from somebody who actually understands this professionally. The mind actually continues to develop after the age of 18, go figure. And stops developing mostly around our mid-20s. So personality is still very fluid at 18. And with that, that's why when you get that basic adulthood streak, I think it's good to have a guided adulthood. That's why college can be important. I would say that college is wasted on the young in many ways, but I do think that having that environment is good for the young.
Oh, yeah.
Because it helps you refine who you want to be, who you are, and what you want. This is when you go on those journeys of discovery, all those things. A lot of people go on journeys to discovery in their 30s or 40s because they've already discovered who they are by the time they hit their 30s and 40s.
Or they feel that they can't because they're kind of trapped into their current.
Well, that's the thing is, and again, I'm not saying you can't change your personality after 25, but it's a lot harder. And so a lot of the things that we come upon during those years tend to stick with us more heavily than anything else. What we come upon, what we get into, most of the fads and things we pick up during those eras are where it tends to stay. Movie collecting, for me, didn't start, believe it or not, until my 20s.
Yeah.
I wasn't considered even a movie geek until I was a comic geek up until then. I liked movies. I liked anime, but I was only just getting into anime in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, it was the people I fell in with at college that got me into movie collecting too. You know?
And again, it's that same area. We're just becoming adults and we're just learning. And it's just kind of a cool thing to think about. And that's why things like that, like Fat Mike, for Fat Records, that was a big thing. Well, with that being said, I think that's everything, isn't it?
I believe so.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and share, or else.
Indeed.
But let us know what you picked up along the way. This is, like I say, this is a special birthday stream. You will see more of Jake as we go. We have recorded more of these, and we're going to record more as we go. It's just, I had a backlog to get through. So there's a lot of that backlog you're seeing most Wednesdays. I haven't even bothered to upload stuff, but I have plenty to upload from there. As a matter of fact, I need to start uploading again because I've got all the files done and edited. I just haven't uploaded. I've got it all the way to the end of this month, but I need to upload.
Okay.
So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real warm. It's a cozy place to ride out the storm. SeptumSin! SeptumSin and his best boy Jake. See the trends that scare us every day. Physical media is going to the side. Doctor streaming will rule the world in time. SeptumSin!